Coffee traders are trimming their bets on a price rise. According to the CFTC, net long positions fell 16% in the week that ended November the 15th. So the actual price of coffee is just above its 11-month low. With us now with the latest trade from the CME in Chicago is Alan Knuckman. He's Chief Trading Advisor at OneStopOptions.com. Alan, welcome to InBusiness. This story caught our eye after Starbucks said that they had to raise prices to consumers because of higher commodity costs. Yet the price of coffee is going down. Put those pieces together for me.
Well, the price of coffee right now is still at a sustained high level. We're above $2 a pound, which, doesn't typically happen. The last 3 times that we've gone above $2 a pound, it was because of frost and freeze concerns, and that ruined the crop and reduced production. This has been a sustained pattern here that we've been able to stay above these levels, and it's hurt Starbucks and it's hurt Smucker's, which is also heavily involved in the coffee business. So they've had to raise prices to build their profits as well.
Yet, as we're reporting, net long positions are down. So that means those placing bets are saying they're not as certain that prices are going to remain at these elevated levels. What's your perspective?
Well, my perspective is actually, I view that as probably a little bit bullish, being a contrarian here. And looking at the coffee prices, we've been trading between $2.50 and $2.25 for the last 8 weeks. So we're looking to set up for some sort of price breakout. Now, what's important when we talk about these individual commodities, they're driven truly by supply and demand. So the large macro issues that we're having around us, if there's only so much coffee and it's a finite resource, that can push the price up. And right now we're having major weather problems around the world. Colombia, which was supposed to come back online, which is the real wild card, their production looks like it's going to be much less than anticipated. And believe it or not, Thailand produces about 10% of the world's coffee. So they've had weather issues there. So it could truly be a supply problem. And without a whole lot of support, a whole lot of surplus, where's the price shock going to go? It's going to drive prices higher, pretty much regardless of what happens in the rest of the world. People want their coffee.
Well, the addictive nature of that makes that true. But when you look at food prices overall, we're trading at these record high levels. I mean, there is a story there that relates right back to the macro one in terms of global growth. So if we see recession in Europe, if we see contraction elsewhere, won't that take some of the premium out of the price?
Well, no, it depends on how you look at it. If you look at the all-time record highs in coffee were made back in the 70s, if you adjust those prices for inflation, we'd have to get to like $12 a pound, and we're only at $2. So you have to put it in some sort of perspective. It depends on whether you want to look at it as half full or half empty. And in coffee consumption, believe it or not, is half of the record that it was in 1945. So most people don't believe that because there's now a Starbucks inside every Starbucks pretty much every day.
Say that again. Half
here in America.
We drank more coffee in 1945 than. Sorry,
in 1945, the per capita was 45 gallons in 1945.